Let's talk about merchandise in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Behind these doors lie the greatest collection of Easter eggs inside Disney's new Star Wars land. Doc Ondor's Den of Antiquities is the largest merchandise location in the Black Spire Outpost that's the home to this new Star Wars land. But there's plenty for dedicated Star Wars fans to see in this shop, even if they are not in the mood to buy. Doc Ondor himself oversees his shop, which is filled on the upper level with a museum of Star Wars artifacts collected from all over the galaxy far, far away. You can't miss that big Wampa from the icy world of Hoth in Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. But take some time to search for other items of fan service up there, from Mandalorian armor to a Tauntaun's head. In addition to the displays, the store sells a wide range of merchandise, from expensive collectibles to the plastic lightsabers we know from Star Traders over in Tomorrowland. But this is also the place to buy character replica lightsabers, which retail for over $100 and include all your favorite Star Wars characters, well, at least the ones that carry lightsabers. Take a look here at some of the options, including the lightsabers of Kylo Ren and Luke Skywalker. Let's continue our look at Star Wars Galaxy Edge's merchandise with Disney Parks Merchandise Strategy Director Brad Schoenberg. Why don't you introduce us to this amazing marketplace that we're standing in right now?
We are right in the middle of Black Spire Outpost, standing in the marketplace. What I love about a marketplace, anywhere I visit, is that it's where all the locals come. They bring their apparel, the food, the toys. You really get a sample of what the locals love, and this is no exception. You want to do some shopping?
Let's go through and take a look at some of these things.
Let's start at Black Spire Outfitters.
Okay.
So if you're going to have your own Star Wars adventure right here in Galaxy's Edge, which I recommend, you definitely want to get into character. It's very easy to do here with a few pieces. For example, tunics, belts. Those belts will actually hold a lightsaber. So if you get a lightsaber clip, you can put your legacy lightsaber or your Savi's hand-built lightsaber right onto the belt. This looks very inspired by Rey. So with the shirt, the vest, the belt, the arm sleeves, you're right in character. And what I love about both of these, they can be worn with almost anything that you wore in the park that day.
Yeah.
So if you brought in a t-shirt or a tank top, you can add the tunic on top of it, or a belt, or just add the belt. And already, you're ready to play.
So it's like next step Disney bounding.
That's right, absolutely. Speaking of play, you want to check out the toy shop?
Let's head next door.
All right, Toy Dairy and Toy Maker. So we're here in a marketplace, and typically when you go to a marketplace, you find a toy maker. There's normally a local that's whittling things out of wood, trying to patch things together with swatches of fabric for the local kids as well as the visiting kids. So our toy maker, they know all the stories that you probably know too, like Chewbacca, Rey, Porgs, Stormtroopers, Yoda, and she loves to share these characters with the kids. She hasn't met each one of these characters personally, by the way, which is why they have a little bit of an artisan feel, but it's her interpretation of what they must look like.
What's interesting to me about this is, obviously this is all Star Wars, but you don't see the word Star Wars anywhere. Tell me a little bit about the philosophy that brought you to creating these products in this environment.
You're absolutely right. And out of the gate, it seems like that's a rule you don't want to break. If you have Star Wars, you want to use Star Wars. But typically when you're talking about Star Wars branding, you're in the middle of the store that are selling so many other things. In this world, everywhere you go is living, breathing Star Wars. Every guest here is having their own Star Wars adventure. They're the hero of their own story. So we don't have to remind them that every piece of product is from Star Wars, because it lives in the world of Star Wars. It was a personal experience I had visiting the set of Rogue One that I noticed nothing said Star Wars on it. So we want to deliver that level of authenticity to our guests.
Right. Let's take a look at some of these wooden toys over here.
The wood toys, Zabaka takes care of those too. Absolutely love them. This Stormtrooper you'll probably recognize from Rogue One. That was one of Jin's toys. But we also have characters like Boba Fett, R2-D2, C-3PO. Yes, that's Admiral Akbar. These are also made out of wood. They all have articulated joints. They look like they're having a dance party here. But it's great.
It's a trap!
It's a trap.
I had to do that, sorry.
It's great to see characters made out of unusual materials you don't normally find them in. Even some of our vehicles made out of tin over there. A wood sand crawler that's got a couple Jawas inside. And musical instruments, if you play, you can actually learn to play some of the songs of the galaxy.
I can be a modal node?
Yes, you can audition for the Cantina.
Okay, that's going to be in my head all day.
Lots of fun to be had. Pick up a musical instrument if you're ready to play.
Okay.
But one of my favorite spots in the entire marketplace is definitely the creature stall. Can I show you the creature stall?
Let's go look at the pet shop.
All right, let's do it. It really is a pet shop. It's like the weirdest, craziest, zaniest pet shop in the entire galaxy.
These are not what I normally associate with a traditional pet shop.
What I love about each of these pets, each of these creatures, they all come to life in some unique way. They love to be petted, they will coo, there's different ways to puppet them. This is a Loth cat.
Okay.
I like to think this is her mom sleeping here in the crate. We don't mess with her. Loth cats are very nice animals. She'll actually purr if I pet her. Don't know if you can hear her. I have found she gets a little sensitive with the tail, so if I start to paw on the tail, yep, gets a little irritable. And you have to remember, these Loth cats can also be fierce hunters, so don't make them angry.
Okay, I shouldn't have laughed at the fierce hunter, but I
Fierce
did. So, yeah.
hunter, the Loth cat. Porgs. Everybody loves a porg. I'm no exception. These come straight from Octo Island. They do adopt very quickly. Guests love these. Easy to fall in love with the porg. But in addition to the porg, I mean, we've got classic creatures, wampas, tauntaun. Of course, who doesn't love a good puffer pig, dewbacks, banthas. This one, we keep him out. He takes care of any insects that are in the area.
I can see that would be effective.
You may recognize him from Tatooine. He used to hang out around Jabba's place. But really, a visit to Black Spire Outpost is not complete without a visit to this creature stall.
And of course, there are a couple of other locations not in the marketplace. There's the Droid Depot, and also Sabers that you mentioned. And those are more experiential than just, a traditional store. Tell me a little bit about, what you need to do if you want to get your own lightsaber in Galaxy's Edge.
Talk about the place to come to live your own Star Wars adventure. That happens at Savi's hand-built lightsabers and the Droid Depot building experience like nothing I've ever experienced before. Every time I go in, I get emotional. I can't believe, it's like the child in me comes out. I can't believe there is a real Star Wars place. It's got the space, the music, the product, and you're guided through your own journey. You have to make your own choices, and the lightsaber that you walk out with is reflective of the kyber crystal you connected with, the parts, the story that really connected to you, and it is so personally yours. And same with the Astromech Droid, which is like the best bud somebody can have in the entire galaxy. And that droid actually senses this land and can give you pointers, lets you know if the First Order's near, or if you're looking for the Resistance, your droid can help identify that too. So much fun.
It's like in the Star Wars universe, it is useful to have a droid by your side.
Best sidekick in the galaxy.
All right. Brad, thank you so much for showing us everything that there is out here in the marketplace at Black Spire Outpost on the planet of Batuu at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. For Theme Park Insider, I'm Robert Niles, and thanks for watching.